Hello there and welcome to bnetTV.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We're here at the Mobile Marketing Association's Forum in Los Angeles, and I am joined by Evan Greene of the Recording Academy. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
My pleasure.
Now, of course, the Recording Academy is related to the Grammys.
Correct.
So let's briefly just give our viewers an understanding of what that relationship is.
The Recording Academy is the organization that produces the Grammy Awards. We're basically a not-for-profit philanthropic organization that serves the recording industry. We happened to start producing a little television show called the Grammy Awards 50 years ago. And
just a little one.
Just a little one, and it sort of captivated the attention of the world, and that has become our calling card, and that's become what we're best known for.
Right. So what are you doing here at the Mobile Marketing Forum?
Just spoke on a panel about our experiences in mobile. We recently, well, not recently, but back in February, we put together a promotion with the Grammy Awards, our first ever participatory, interactive component to the show, where consumers actually had an opportunity to vote for, have their voice heard on something that happens on the show. So not only did the web play an important part, but mobile played an important part. The winner of our user-generated contest ended up taking the stage live with Justin Timberlake in front of 1 billion people around the world.
Wow, how exciting is that? Now, you used a short code campaign to augment this particular contest, essentially?
Correct.
Okay. So, did you launch into this particular campaign because you want to get connected to the mobile space for noble reasons? Are you looking at the direction of the music industry and the content that's being generated and going, hey, we need to make sure that we kind of get involved now? What was the motivation for this campaign?
We really felt that in order to engage consumers, we had to engage them where they're currently living. Obviously, the web is critical, but from a user base, when we wanted to reach out to not only our existing audience, but potentially a new audience and give them a new and different reason to care about the Grammy Awards, mobile seemed to just be the natural extension of that. It seemed to leave a big hole in our strategy to strictly think about this as a web-based program and not think about it as mobile. So the two went really hand in hand, and I would say that the mobile piece ended up playing as great, if not a greater role on the night of the telecast to log our final vote so that we could determine our winner in real time.
Right. So could you speak to some of the results of this particular campaign?
Well, we did the campaign for a couple of reasons. Number one, we wanted to see if we could engage a whole different group of consumers to care more about the Grammy Awards in ways that they've never cared about. When you look at the online numbers, the number of hits we got, the number of votes we got, the number of engagements that we got, the number of blogs and messaging that went on, it really showed us that we were on the right track and that the public has a huge appetite for interacting in a major way with the show. In addition, our ratings were up over 20% this year, and we attribute at least a strong part of that to the fact that a good number of consumers developed a relationship with the person they wanted to see win, and ultimately follow them to the show where they actually had their voice heard about who ultimately took the stage.
Now, you mentioned, of course, that the Grammy Awards are what the Recording Academy is most known for. But you've embarked on a campaign that clearly showed that there's a real resonance for what you're doing, which is recognizing very professional, very strong musical content. Is this going to give you an opportunity to engage with people more throughout the year, or are you just sort of looking at revisiting, doing a campaign perhaps next year? How are you going to utilize, I guess, the experience that you've just come out of?
Well, it's a double-edged sword, because for 50 years we've been known as music's biggest night, and that's something that we relish and that we embrace. However, we think that there's a huge opportunity to expand that from a brand standpoint and create more of a 365-day-a-year brand message. The Recording Academy is meaningful to music all year long, and the Grammy brand is meaningful to music on one night a year, but also because it's associated with the Recording Academy, relevant throughout the year. There's a reason that artists
Right.
care more about the Grammy than they care about any other music award, and it's because they know what we mean to music for the other 364 days out of the year. So we want to start engaging people not only during Grammy season, but well beyond, and we think mobile can play a part in that.
So did the individual that won the contest and got to go on stage with Justin Timberlake, did they sign a deal?
I believe she got signed by Justin's label.
Wow.
I know that they've been writing. I don't know if they've recorded anything yet, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you hear from her again.
Well, that's pretty exciting all the way around then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Evan, thank you so much for joining us. We
My
appreciate
pleasure.
that. We've been speaking here with Evan Greene of the Recording Academy, and we're here at the MMA Forum in Los Angeles. I'm Michelle Sklar with bnetTV.com.